So I went to my eyelash appointment today at Sapphire Spa in Minnetonka with Heidi. I've been seeing her for quite a few years. She does eyelash extensions, lash lifts, all of the things. Anyways, so I get in there and I'm like, hi, how are you today? And she just looked at me and I was like, weird, like she's never ever like been like this. So I was like, she must be having a bad day. That's just immediately what I thought. And then she's like, do you even know what's going on in today's world? And I was like, oh, like, are you talking about like the ice here? And she's like, yes. And went on this like big tangent about they're destroying our streets, like all of these things. I was just listening to her. I was like, okay. And she's like, my husband's Colombian, like this is just disgusting. And so I was listening to her, and then she's like, I have 2 questions for you. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you support Donald Trump and do you support ICE? So I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna lie to her. So I was like, yes, I did vote for President Donald Trump, and secondly, I do back our federal law enforcement. Like, I can't imagine having that job. And she's like, there's the door, get the F out of here. And I looked at her and I was like, so you're not gonna do my eyelashes because I support Donald Trump and I support our federal law enforcement? She's like,
you gotta love it where people are just creating diversion just because of Donald Trump. The only reason why that lady's mad is because her husband's Colombian. If her husband was white, she would not have said anything. She would have talked about it, but she wouldn't have felt as passionate about it. People only get mad about things that's happening. It's because it's going to affect them. Is her husband illegal? Maybe. Is our husband doing the right things? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But the thing is, though, we are starting to see a division amongst white people, which is conservatives versus liberals. That's what we see. We are starting to see the division. And then what the thing is, though, I commend this woman right here. She's like, I voted for Trump. I believe in our federal ICE agents, and they're doing a job that they're supposed to do. But the thing is, though, it's okay to have a disagreement. I would never, ever, ever, ever have a disagreement be in front of my making money ability. She got so mad that she's willing to lose money because of her opinion. You know how many people that I'm around that I make money with that I don't like? It doesn't matter. I ain't got to like you to make money. As long as we make money, I'm cool. That just means during that whole lash appointment, she could have just been quiet, got her lashes done, and still got her money. At the end of the day, it's still green. See, what we see from the liberal side, we see overreactions. We see cult-like actions. If you're not with me, you're the enemy. Where you got to accept people's opinion. If that's who you voted for, that's who you voted for. Look, if somebody told me they were a Democrat, I wouldn't say anything about them. I'd be like, okay, cool, that's what you believe. But you can't get mad at me if I'm a conservative, if I'm a Republican. If that's what I believe, that's what I believe. If you want to have a good dialogue without trying to call people names, let's do it. But a lot of these liberals, it's hard for them to explain things. It's because they can't explain it. So what they do is they use emotion. Just like this lady did. She used emotion to feel like she has some type of power to kick her out of her lash appointment just because she voted for Donald Trump. A lot of people that you start to see in this country have Trump deranged syndrome. The same thing that Trump is doing, Obama did it. Obama did it even worse. Clinton did it. These presidents that you love as Democrats, they were doing the same thing. So what makes it different that Trump is doing it compared to Clinton and Obama? It's because you guys like them. You guys don't like Trump. You guys liked Trump before he became president, before he was running. You liked him before, so what's the difference? It's because he's not with your agenda. You guys would have loved Trump if he was a Democrat. You guys would have loved him. But Trump doesn't believe in a lot of other things that you guys believe in. If Trump was we all know this. If Trump was a Democrat, you guys would be praising him, clapping your hands for him, saying, that's right, keep it going. So why is it that it's so bad that Trump is doing this? He's doing the things that's supposed to make America better, that is making America better. But you guys are mad about that. So that's the thing I don't understand.
yes, get the F out of here. And so I tried taking a video too, and it like didn't go all the way. So I only got the tail end of it by just a wave. And I left and I was just stunned. I'm like, what the heck? But anyways, I guess I'm coming on here and saying this because for one, how sad that this is what our world is coming to. Like, we can't, you know, do these things because of a political difference. And secondly, if you're Republican, I would definitely rethink your choices of going and seeing her and spending your money, because that was crazy.
One thing that we can see for the difference between Republicans, and we can see between the Republicans and the Democrats, is decision making. Republicans make their decisions based off of logic. Democrats make their decision off of emotion. But what I see in Minnesota and Minneapolis, they want confusion. They want you to be emotional. They want you to be upset because that's what fuels them. If you're not acting in chaos, if you're acting in peace, nothing gets done for the Democratic Party. Whereas Republicans look at it as the logic side. Let's look at this. How does this affect everybody? Whereas the Democrats are like, nope, this is who we're going to protect. It's because they're voting for us. Does not matter if they're right or wrong. They're voting for us. What we see from the Democrats, they have left the black people. They have left the black people behind, and they're focusing solely on the immigrants because they do have larger numbers. That's the reason why they're so gung-ho in protecting the immigrants. They want to make sure the immigrants are still here to stay. They do not want them to leave. It's because that's their new voter base. When the Democrats were in control with Obama, with Clinton, all of that, they had the black vote. So they didn't need to worry about immigrants voting for them because the black people were the majority. Now that the black people are now the minority compared to the immigrants, now they're going to who the majority is. So basically, whatever that their cause is, they're going to ride with it. Just like that, the one time during Obama, LGBTQ plus community was the majority. A lot of people were in that field. That's just what it was. So that's the reason why Obama represented them. It's because he needed their votes. They're not loyal to anybody. They're loyal to the majority. Whoever the majority is, they will consistently be in front of them and be for them because of their vote. Whereas Republicans aren't like that. I think they're more loyal to the money than anything, which is absolutely. Be more loyal to the money. At least we know what they're loyal to, so we can get ourselves in positions to be able to get some of that money. See what I'm saying? But when we living in the world of people reacting with emotions, that's not good for anybody. That's not good for our country. That's not good for our kids. We have to be, using our logic and our brains to be able to get through things, not emotion. If you tell your kids if you don't get your way, you start crying and kicking and shouting, a kid will always do that, but then they will never know how to use their reasoning, their negotiating, their logic to get through life. If you look at kids that are just tore up in life, it's because they use emotion as their decision maker. The kids that are locked in, the kids that make it in life, use their brain, their logic, and their reasoning to get through life. Huge difference. You can never be emotional, just like men. Men can never be an emotional man when making decisions. You have to use your logic and your brain. But this is sad right here. This woman is so upset. She's willing to lose money. That's the idiotic point. You are so upset about Trump and whatever's going on, and your opinion is so bad, you're willing to not make money. That's sad. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Go get a Patreon coming soon. Also, what we have the No Filter Morning Show coming soon. I appreciate you guys' support. Keep commenting, and we're going to keep on going. I'm out.